about the cut when fans start upping all my streams. I remember ain't nobody used to talk about my heat. I remember everything I never.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. Well, we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, do you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so Jones nails both of them. Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Latrey drills the three-pointer.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Cullen passes to Williamson. Tries to save it. And they're on the break. "14 feet away. The shot's good from Paul.
You know, the pick and roll play is his forte. Chris Paul knows exactly what he's doing.
And, guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Shot by Johnson, no good. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they looked right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Paul can't get it to go.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
McCollum kicks to Ingram. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Sinks the triple.
You simply can't let CJ find looks he wants at the arc. His range, it's too good.
Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Paul finds Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Pass to Jones. He dishes it to Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Paul missing. The Pelicans trail. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. McCollum, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Paul against McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Agile move by CP3, navigating the contact and getting his shot.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You know what happens? You start to miss a few. You develop a lack of confidence, and suddenly it becomes contagious.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. And Nance kicks to Murphy. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
Payne passes to Craig. From outside, off the mark. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The pass to Alvarado to the left side wing. And here's Hayes. Here's Alvarado. Passes to Marshall. 5 on the clock. It's Murphy outside. They grab their own miss. That gives them the lead.
Yeah, this league and is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
To the right side, Craig connects from three-point range.
This is the shot you want to get him, an open look from range.
Pass to Murphy. Oh, Nance in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And I'll tell you, Nance can score. He rebounds it, has the versatility to switch 1 through 5, does a lot for this team.
And that one's good, Shamet. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Rejected by Crowder.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play, tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
27 seconds left to play here in the first. Payne kicks to Shamet. Misses the three. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Shamet, and the basket by Alvarado.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Puts up a three. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the shot clock. Into the quarter the right way.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Suns lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that high.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
We've got Nance, and it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Payne with it. He's picked up by Nance. Takes it out to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Bridges against Ingram. Pass to Nance. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Nance has got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ayton kicks to Booker. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The pass to Murphy. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Johnson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder, and Chris Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. Smitty, the talented Larry Nance, has a very complete game, doesn't he?
He does. He does a little bit of everything for this team. Scores, rebounds, passes, defends. Kevin, he's such an excellent role player.
Ayton, a screen on McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Nance.
I love the effort level Chris Paul delivers day in and day out. He's been doing this for a while now, but he hasn't slowed down, not a bit.
I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. You just start to think a little too much on the floor.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
And the Suns miss again. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Paul dishes to Johnson. Bridges for 3. And the Suns miss again. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. McCollum against Paul. Jones, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper. Jones has got 5 now.
Such an effective playmaker. You got to be impressed with CJ's ability to hit open teammates.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Phoenix also making some changes. Sharch has checked in for Ayton. Torrey Craig comes in for Bridges. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Devin Booker. New Orleans leading by 4. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And here's McCollum. Last game we saw him score 13. Oh, good on the 3. Now, Craig. Johnson for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. 6 points for him.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Leaps for it. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, you look at Williamson, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1. But you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Tough inside. Ingram's got a lot of moves he can beat you with.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Murphy's checked in, and it's Marshall in for Herbert Jones.
Gradually starting to put pressure on this defense. That's his 2nd from downtown this quarter. 3 for the game.
Ingram. It's good for his 2nd make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
You can't let Ingram get established down there. When he does, he burns you from it.
Johnson outside. And they recover it. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And the first hit.
Hello, everybody. We all like close games, and tonight's matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans does not disappoint.
Man, they're getting downhill. They're getting their feet wet in the paint, not settling for those jumpers, and uncontested, Jack. They're getting uncontested looks at the rim.
Well, just what Dr. O'Neal ordered. Throw your weight around, move some furniture, make things happen.
Move some furniture? It's going to be some furniture moving in here. Keep talking crazy to me over here.
Kenny, wake up, you're dreaming.
All right, now let's check out what the fans are saying on social media. All right, Kenny. Hans Jackson 14 has a question. What meal would you make for Shaq and Ernie if you were trying to convince them to go vegan?
Ooh, you know what I would do? First of all, I would do collard greens.
I love collard greens.
See, I know you love collard greens.
Collard
I'd throw them
greens.
in there and throw that hot sauce on them. Like, ooh.
I'm in.
Then I throw a little bit of some pasta around you. Give you some potatoes. I'll give you some sweet potatoes, some white potatoes.
Yeah. And that's a halftime wrap.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Pelicans shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Johnson for 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Johnson's got the first basket of the third quarter for Phoenix.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Williamson trying to free himself up. McCollum no good.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, GA, he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last 3 years. But when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend.
McCollum against Paul. McCollum passes to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Nails the 16-footer. That's now 8 points for Brandon Ingram.
You see how Ingram's polished his game, looking smooth from the mid-range.
For 3, Booker. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Ingram. There's the 3. They get it back. Williamson goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Williamson's got 8.
Next level strength and athleticism. Zion making his presence felt on the offensive glass.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Nance is checked in. And then for Phoenix, Crowder, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. And here's Booker from the arc. Hits the three-point foul. 9 points in the game so far.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Jones kicks to McCollum. Nance, right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Payne with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Ayton. Off target with the jump hook. Pelicans trail by 3. McCollum outside. Passes it to Williamson. Takes the 13-footer. Bridges with the board.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
On the wing, Booker from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Timeout. And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And here we can check out the story for C.J. McCollum. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Marshall. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Now here is Murphy. He kicks it to Hayes.
2 minutes.
From 10 feet out. For 3, Marshall. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Pass to Payne. And here's Booker. And the rebound goes to Murphy.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
and putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And the pass to Payne. Here's Ayton, and it's blocked. 1:03 left here in the third quarter, and Hayes throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the Suns call time here. Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And for the Suns, Saric checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Torrey Craig comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Devin Booker. Payne looking around. Right wing. Here's Craig. Here's Shamet. Trains the three-pointer. Shamet's got 6.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now here's Hayes, defended by Crowder. Here's Ingram. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Payne passes to Craig. Off target from three-point range. And stolen by Payne. Fires the three. Craig, good. 9 points in the game so far.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Charity stripe shot. Here's Nance, and right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
And great move there to ensure they end the quarter on a strong note.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Phoenix ahead, up by 6. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Marshall in at the 2 guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Valanciunas finds McCollum. Passes it to Marshall. Clock at 6. Here's Williamson. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Johnson. Paul passes to Craig. There's the triple. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's McCollum. Shamet trying to break loose. No good there. Suns leading by 8. With some arc. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Murphy. Good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain it.
Timeout called, the Suns. Jones checked in for Marshall. And then for Phoenix, Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Mikal Bridges comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Booker in for Landry Shamet. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the second free throw, good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 7-point differential. Here's Williamson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ayton a screen on McCollum. Oh, Ayton in position. The shot, no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
A three from McCollum. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Johnson with a screen on McCollum. Booker, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the paint. Here's Williamson. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Over Ayton. No good from Valanciunas. Phoenix leading by 7. Ayton a screen on McCollum. And it's Paul penetrating, and he converts the layup.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off target from outside.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
And here's Johnson outside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And taken away by Johnson. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
Murphy against Bridges. Pass to Williamson. It's stolen by Johnson. And Ayton throws it down.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Phoenix.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Johnson.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Cameron Payne's checked in for the Suns. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. So both teams changing it up here. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Craig. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Suns lead by 18.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Payne kicks to Crowder. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
It's Ingram on the wing. Craig defending. That one goes. Count it.
On the offensive end, Ingram really puts in the sweat. He's committed to finding points for his squad.
Another 3 for Phoenix.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire 4th quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were